as a result.
3rd and 9. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He's got the tight end, Adam Troutman. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
It's a really important conversion right there, Mike, because you just don't want to go 3 and out on the road, especially on your opening possession of the game. You want to let your offense get some rhythm, establish and unfold some of the game plan you've set up coming in. They're going to have a fresh set of downs here and now say, okay, can we turn this good start of a drive and finish the drive with some points?
A 1st down throw for Nix. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. A throw here, right side. Falls incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. He'll try to run for it with Williams. Trying to drive his way forward. I think he is short, and he is. That means 4th down coming up. They'll go for it. It's Williams.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points. But he got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. On 4th down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Broncos will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Good job in coverage. They're going to get them down short of the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Great. Alpha. No touch.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Great. Set. No touch.
Now Hurts. He finds Devontae Smith. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker. Be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this.
Great. Set. Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. No touch.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Great. Set. Hey. Crowd left Yeti. No touch.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Open man, downfield, he's got his tight end, Goddard. And he will get into the end zone. Dallas Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. And this is no good. He misses the extra point. But here come the flags. This will likely be a roughing call. Another extra point opportunity here. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Traymon Smith on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Nix. Left side. That's complete. It's Sutton. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. He'll take a shot with Mims.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and
and they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw is Nix. He connects with Mims.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition.
Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on down.
You got to give credit to the defensive coordinator here. He went into attack mode, had a great blitz plan for this 4th down situation, disrupted the timing of the offense, and the quarterback had nowhere to go. He flushes out of the pocket to keep the play alive, and they're able to chase him down, force the sack, force the turnover on downs.
Hey, Silver.
A 1st down throw for Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
They certainly wasted no time trying to take advantage of that great field position, and I love it. So often we see teams either in sudden change or when they have a shorter field to go, they want to strike early. There is such a correlation in the NFL, Mike, between explosive plays and your ability to end drives with points.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. It's a 1st down and a gain of 16. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. And he'll go the wrong way, trying to use that speed to get out to the pylon, but he has to give ground. He is sent back for a loss.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Like we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. That'll be... He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Broncos have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw is Nix. That one caught Devon Vele. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They'll go again with Williams. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Nick's going to look to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Man in motion is Brown. On second down, Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10.
Great. Set. Delta.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Great. Set. Crowd left Yeti. Tiger Hornet. Hey, 73. Delta.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Third and 5.
Great. Set. Delta.
They'll drop to throw. A pass caught by Saquon. Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. This one to the tight end, Trotman.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Nix from the gun on third down. He will air this out, looking for Sutton.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
Here's Williams. He's going to have a Broncos first down, and he'll get it by plenty. It's a gain of 8 on 4th and 1. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. Held the other guys to just a field goal, that's all. That defensive unit was the driving force.
I won't doubt it, he won't mislead all his followers. Praying on the process, mind and spirit. Feel like I'm floating in my prime time. One life, live it right now. One life, live it in. Goodbyes, that's life. For times, for life. For life, from down my eyes. Thank God I'm free tonight. Got God on the line, to the devil I'm fine. He always trying his best. Top of the pole, me and my bros. When the story gets told, it's gonna be BMF. Down hard, it wasn't made easy. You can't live twice. Thank God I'm breathing.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Ford Field. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go. And he takes this all the way back for 6. The opening kickoff of the afternoon turns into a touchdown. Greg, a dream start to this one. The opening kickoff taken back all the way for the first points of the game.
And each one of these teams, Mike, they've spent the entire week discussing how can we get off to a fast start. Well, you don't get out to much of a faster start than returning the opening kickoff of the game. It's a dream start, as you said, and man, you just don't draw it up much better than that.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Britton Covey now on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. First and 10. Hurts will work here from the pistol. Through the contact, it's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. Once again, it's Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. We're able to get the third down conversion.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Barkley. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down. Dotson, the man in motion. To throw on 2nd down is... That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Goff's go-to guy, St. Brown, Amon-Ra, gives the Lions a first down. Back to throw. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go play action with Goff. And he's in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. Bates now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. For the return, here comes Britton Covey. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 2. They're on the 26-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he somehow manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before he's hustled out of bounds.
That's a lot of work for no gain. You risk taking a shot there if you're the quarterback the longer you hold on to the ball. But there was nothing there. Good job to the defense shutting that one down.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Now Hurts. He's got this one complete to Goddard. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
On first down, it's Hurts. He'll throw it. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. But it looks like the Eagles are able to corral it, so Philly will retain possession.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
Here's Barkley. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Third and a yard. A run with Gainwell. Take this inside the 40 to the 39, but most importantly, they've got it. That's a first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got his tight end, Goddard, working the middle of the field. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Short throw taken in by Goddard. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's Barkley. He fumbled the football. The Lions have got it. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing here is Goff. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target, and it's going to be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
On fourth down, Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them. First carry for David Montgomery. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing, Goff. That's over the middle. Taken in by Laporta. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. So we've reached halftime here at Ford Field, and the Lions have the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And they are going to be backed up to start. What a big hit on the return. Stopped him right in his tracks. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Hurts. Open man downfield is Brown. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
This one is caught by Dobson.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
On 2nd down, Hurts. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. They'll try to run here with Barkley. It's a gain of 12 then. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor. On the ground, this is Barkley.
Strong running there. Inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. They'll put him down right at the 20, but they'll also move the sticks. That is a 1st down picked up. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That is intercepted. And the Lions will get the ball at their own 17-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by the You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision. Down 8, going for 2. To throw is Hurts. This is going to be caught. So it's an 8-point swing. Not just the pick 6, but add on a 2-point conversion. So things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Reynolds now on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play. Now, Goff. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Now, Goff. And it's complete. To the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. Here now, 3rd and 5. to throw is gone. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
So the key to this fourth down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge fourth down stop.
On first down, it's Hurts. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. This one into the hands of Brown. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Now Barkley. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. It is second down and 5. Barkley. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. Dotson, the man in motion. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. There goes what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
Finding yourself down to your final timeout, this is the moment. This is the drive that you have to find a way to extend if you're going to claw yourself back into this game. But the defense comes up with a huge stop, and that will all but end this game.
So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And mark him down up beyond the 30. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Goff with the give to Montgomery. 3rd and 6. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one. The Lions call their first timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one. They only need a yard, and it's 4th down. Oh, he pumps up the football. The Eagles have it into space. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. What a moment for the defense, Greg. This unit able to come up with the huge play here in the 2nd half. A scoop and score to square the game.
Yeah, and oftentimes the easiest way, Mike, to give up a lead, especially late in the game, is by turning the ball over. And in this case, not only did they turn it over, they allowed a defense to scoop and score, take it back for 6, and now we're all tied up.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Reynolds now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. On play action, Goff. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Well, it's safe to say this offense now is entering desperation mode. They have such a long way to go with such little time to do it. You're thinking chunk plays, get out of bounds. You have to stop the clock and continue to pick up as much yardage as you can to, at the very least, be in position to take one Hail Mary shot to the end zone.
Here's 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Goff. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Goff to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
Here we go, 76, 76. 14, 14.
Here we go. One final play. Again, working deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right. But they come away with a hard-fought victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
Yeah, you better pat me down and pray for peace before you let us in. My jettison is full of carnivores and lettuce men. You pushing positive, then we can be the best of friends. We drink the fire from the fountain in excellence. Open sores, open doors like a Trojan horse. No remorse, I make lore fact like college course. Making seconds to records, the textures you could never touch the circle I roll and you overstepped your effort. I'm the shepherd of leopards, I'll pull you back together. You fall apart, I'll build it back but better. I'm a scoundrel with my pen works adventures. My punchlines are too...
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Throwing is Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jahan Dotson, 41 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Flowers going to go in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 9.
Hey, Alpha, say hi.
Running left, it's Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, 14 yards. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 43 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch it and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed. And then we got to see it unfold in real time.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Hurts.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw to Barkley on the check down. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now 2nd and 9.
73. Out.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more of a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the 2nd half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. A 1st down carry for Henry. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3.
Report.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down at 7.
Middle.
From the gun, Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now Lamar changing the play.
Hey.
Jackson out to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches them off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2nd and 3 from the 9.
Alpha, sit on. 180.
Henry up the middle, shreds the tackle. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Barkley inside handoff. 62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Here now, second and goal. Barkley is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. This is 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now Lamar changing the look. Jackson to throw. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
No, we changed it. Go ahead. Shut up.
Throwing, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Remember, the 1 timeout still available as they come up 1st and 10. Fights him. Derrick Henry all alone. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. He may go. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. So that last touchdown sealed it their partner, and then the kickoff there at the end, just a formality.